What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I am here with the newest results from PPG Webcam Locals. This time we had a lot more players, and as you can see, there is some diversity here. You know, some leaders are showing up for the very first time, and I'm gonna show you guys all of these lists. But first, two things. First off, we are giving away codes on every new Fusion World video. We will be giving away 2 digital client pack codes. All you got to do is be a subscriber, like the video and leave a comment. And then at the end of the next Fusion World video, we will be announcing the winner from the previous one. So at the end of the next one, you'll know who's the winner of this one. So anyways, guys, this is gonna be a short giveaway because we have another video just coming out. Huge shout out to the Coffee Club, our lovely patrons. These are our $2 and up patrons. They buy us coffee, they keep this crazy content grind going, and guys, thanks a lot for your support. It really means the world to us. If you wish to join the Coffee Club, link to a patron is in the description below. And I think that's about everything. Roll the video! Here it is, guys, the results of the latest PPG Locals. Huge shout out to PPG, by far the best TO in America. And guys, despite PPG being the TO in America, these locals are opened worldwide. They're webcam. If you wish to play Fusion World Webcam online, you can win prizes. You can play every Saturday. I'm going to link the registration and the Discord. Everything is in the description below. It's a chill time. Just go have some fun, win some packs. So this time around we had 17 players, and by the way, we have streamed this. We stream them every time. Link to the gameplays in the description. It's on our Twitch. So 17 players. Here is the top 8. First place, Cooler. Yes, Aggro Cooler takes first place. So the big bad scary guy is finally appearing. A lot of you have seen my deck list, the one that Cody shared with me. So yeah, it's similar to the build. It's very similar. So Cooler, big scary, amazing choice for fighting green. Then second place, Broly. Well, the Broccoli Man, because like there's so little decks in the entire game which can actually fight the big Broccoli Man. Third place, Android 17. So Android gets third place. This is well, this is definitely the worst out of 3 green leaders. I think the Android is the worst one by far. I will be explaining why in a video next week. But to see it top actually out of 17 players, yeah, it is a pretty good result. It's a very surprising result. I'm happy to see Android stopping. Then fourth place, Gohan. So it's either Broly or Gohan. I think it's personal preference to which one is the best green deck in the game. But Gohan definitely a top contender. Gohan is phenomenal. Then fifth place, Cooler again. Another Cooler shows up. Then sixth place, another Gohan. Seventh place, Frieza. Only one Frieza in the top 8. And then 8th place, another Broly. So yeah, guys, no red, no blue so far. Now we're gonna go check out the deck list, but first off, of course, congratulations to everyone who got into top 8. And guys, if you wish to participate in these events once more, link is in the description. I'll probably say this again at the end of the video, because I forget things, I'm old. So let's check out the decks. Okay guys, we are here with Deck Planet, one of the best deck builders, like Fusion World and Masters by far. So Deck Planet, guys, we've been working with Deck Planet for years now, and this website is just amazing. Now there is Fusion World and Masters, so if you wish to check any of them, you just click here to switch. And as you can see, there's a full database of decks here. There is a large extensive database of cards here as well. So huge shout out to Deck Planet. It's the website that I use to import these lists. Now let's go and check them out. So we have first place, Cooler. Okay, so What do we have here? We have the standard package. Sorbase, only 3 Friezas, which is interesting. 4 Zarbons. I am not super sold on the Zarbon, though I can see value in him, because basically he's a 1 cost. When you play him, you look at top 5, you revealed 1 Frieza, and then you bottom deck the rest. You put this one to your hand. It's good to help you set up the Self-Awaken, because it doesn't specify a cost. So you can get your turn 2 Frieza, or you can get your big 4 cost, or you can even get the boss monster, though you would like to get the turn 2 one, because that one helps you awaken. Then we have Zarbons, 4 of the Friezas. He's running the Ginyu package here, so Ginyu, Berter, Raccoon, 2 knees. You have to run like 10 Self-Awakeners in this deck. You absolutely have to run like 10 Self-Awakeners in this deck, because you don't draw. You need to awaken as fast as humanly possible. 4 copies of the Cooler, 4 copies of Frieza, and 3 copies of the Boss Monster. So going hard with this package. 2 copies of Supernova, not running Bonds, but then again Bonds are better when you're running Jace as well. So Supernova is also a solid option. So you can see the strategy here. You play the Raccoon, you take a life, you activate his ability, you play Ginyu, you restand 2 energy, you use Cooler's ability to restand your 3rd energy, then you slam the Raccoon again, or you just play the Berter, or you just play this guy next turn and then swing with him twice. It's an amazing deck. Like, Cooler is really, really scary. Then second place, the Broccoli Man. So what does the Mr. Gardener have here with him? So it's a very, very typical, very standard Broly build. One thing, let's see. One thing that I personally am not super sold on, but there's no replacement, like I've been trying, is like these Trunks. Let me know how do you feel about these Trunks. Then 2 copies of Turles, 3 copies of Gohan Childhood. This is interesting. This Gohan is good for KOing single targets. Turles is really good because when he ramps you in active mode, and then he brings you on turn 5, he gets you to 6, he ramps 1 in active, and now your gigantic meteor is 25 on defense. That's a really, really strong play. One cool thing though is 2 copies of Big Bang Attack. So I would like to know how useful this actually was. I am toying with the idea of running it. If you run into anything that's not green most of the time, you get to remove things. Sometimes in green you can actually kill Turles, which is a 30k crit, or a Gohan. Anyways, congrats. 3rd place, Androids. Alright, so what do we have here? We have 3 copies of 18, 4 copies of the Crit Guy, 3 copies of the Fat Robot, who can become 25k, 4 Android 24 Lab. You need to run it like this. You absolutely, if you miss on the lab, you're screwed. Don't do that. Then 3 copies of this Android, which cheats in Android 18, 3 or less from the drop. So this one cheats this 18 here, the SR basically, which then draws you 1 and then discards, and when you have 6 or more and it attacks, it keeps drawing. And then the Android 18 basically does the same, though it plays a 3 cost or less Android 17. So the one that you get is either a 25 vanilla, which is a great value because you just got 20 and 25 for free, or you get a 15k critical, which if your opponent is Broly, you can always just combo away. 3 copies of Vegeta, 4 copies of Goku. Then moving to Turles, 4 of the Boss Monster. So yeah, I think it's a bit much at 4, but it is a very good board clear, especially because the deck isn't running a Gohan. Then it's okay to run like a bit of a higher quantity of these ones. 1 Crit Broly, that's a cool inclusion, because you just get a bit more payoffs for your ramp. 2 of the big Brolys, 2 of I-beams, So for 1 energy you KO 2 cards, cost 1 or less, 3 gigantic meteors, and then the lab. Then, I'm sorry, my mouse is loud, I promise I'm going to change it. Then we have Gohan. So far looks typical, but it has some cool inclusions. It runs one of these Trunkses, I hate this card. Then he's running 2 Vegetas, 3 Gokus. If I were a betting man, I would say that this split is because the lack of access to Vegetas. Because Vegeta is always better than the Goku, if you ask me, but obviously it worked. So we have Gokus, Gohans to remove, 2 copies of androids, this is pretty standard, 3 of the healers. It's good to run a higher quantity of healers in the green on green matchups, 1 secret rare, and 4 big boy Broly's. You run 4 big boy Broly's, we will go over that next week. There's a reason why you run 4 of them. 2 instant Kamehamehas, so your leader can become huge, and then just only 3 destructive strengths and a gigantic meteor. 3 destructive strength packed with one of the Trunkses is like maybe even okay. 5th place, another cooler, pretty close list to the 1st place one, running 2 extra of knees, running 3 of the Friezas that are 25k, which is still a good card because you can just restand it. It's a dual attacker, 25k, that's awesome. And then the rest is pretty standard, though this one is running 4 copies of the Supernova. 6th place, another Gohan. The thing that stands out here is actually running this android for 4 and running 4 copies of 18 so that he can keep bringing in team back to then get additional draw. That's a cool tech. That's definitely a cool tech. 1 of the boss monsters here, 4 of the Gohans to help remove cards, 3 of the Turleses. Turles is so good. 3 Android 16 and 3 Gohan. Now usually I would just say like, okay, well this card is bad because it activates only when KO'd, but due to an exceptionally high amount of green decks, the only way to kill it is to KO it. So it's okay to run these guys so that you can just heal. 1 Gohan SCR, 3 Broly's, 1 brother-sister combination. I like this card as a one-off. It's 20k, the other effect you don't get 90% of the time. Then we have 7th place Frieza. It's basically Frieza. It's running a part of the Ginyu package, so it's like 3 Ginyus. 2 of the Zarbon Self Awakener, 4 of Frieza Attacker, 4 of Knees, running the Ginyu Frog. I love the Ginyu Frog, it can provide a lot of value if your opponent doesn't swing into it. Going heavy with 3 coolers, 4 Friezas and 4 boss monsters. There is a lot of these 0 combo cost cards, but there's also a lot of finishers. There's a lot of cards in this deck that can just threat a game. Plus the 0 combo cost can be substituted with these guys. 4 of the Chilai, 4 Deadballs, 2 Supernovas. So just aggro, just aggression, like buffs and aggression. And then we have 8th place Broly. You see, a lot of these lists are basically the same because it is the first set. But let's see what's here. 4 copies of Trunks. Worst case, it's a 10k combo. 3 Turles, 2 of the Android Boss Monster, the SCR, 3 Gohans to heal, and then just running 3 Broly's, 4 Meteors, 4 Destructive Strengths. So congratulations to all players, and yeah, those were the deck lists. That's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the PPG lists? Are you excited to see Cooler winning? Are you terrified by the amount of green that's everywhere? A lot of people are, don't worry, I've got your back. I have a solution, I will share it with you next week when I film it. Anyways guys, let me know your opinions and thoughts in the comments below. I read all of your comments, I try to respond to everything, I love our little community. Guys, if you wish to participate in these events, they're open to all regions. They're every Saturday, we're streaming them on Twitch. Everything that you need is in the description below. Huge shout out to PPG, phenomenal TO. And huge shout out to Sinhep. I think the most fun part of these videos is gonna be me trying to pronounce these names. Sindhep, you are the winner of the last giveaway. Contact me either on Facebook, on the Lookout Facebook, or on Discord. My tag is also in the description below. You won 2 digital code packs. Guys, for the rest of you, don't worry, we have hundreds of them. So you're gonna have more chances to win. So just leave a like, comment, be a subscriber, and then we will be getting the next winner on the next video. Anyways guys, before I leave, hit those like and subscribe buttons, share the video, it helps out other people. Plus, when we get to 5k subs, I'm gonna give away a booster box. This has been Damien from the Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.